This morning in our Eye on Money series, we are taking a closer look at the changing housing market. Late March typically marks the start of the home buying season in the United States. According to the National Association of Realtors, sales of existing homes jumped nearly 12% in February. It was the biggest month-over-month gain in more than 3 years. The average interest rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage is now just under 4.3%. This follows last week's decision by the Federal Reserve to leave the benchmark rates unchanged. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here to discuss the impact on home buyers and sellers. Jill, good morning. What's the impact going to be on home buyers and sellers?
So, as you said, we had a good month. Let's look back to 2018, which was a pretty good year. But the big complaint over the last few years has been there just aren't a lot of homes for sale. It looks like inventory is starting to improve. We probably bottomed out last year. That's really good news for the buyers. I would also say for sellers who have had the advantage for the last 3 or 4 years, you've got to be a little bit quicker to pull the trigger now if you get a good bid.
Does that mean new housing starts, or are people deciding, hey, I'll sell my house now after waiting?
A little bit of both. And so I would think that this is a good time to be looking, as you said, low mortgage rates. And also we've seen some good gains in wages over the last year and a half or so. So more people can potentially enter the market.
So as you heard, as you mentioned, the Fed is now going to probably hold off on raising rates for the rest of the year, citing a potential global slowdown that could impact the U.S. So why are home prices rising?
Yeah, it's really about taking a long view here, because what we do know is that lack of inventory was a big driver of increase in prices. So what we know is this. Home prices, they peaked in 2006. Then they cratered and really bottomed out around 2012. From 2012 through last year, though, prices started to go up pretty dramatically by more than 50%. What we know is price increases are slowing down a little bit as we get more inventory. But for a lot of people, those higher prices have been a big problem in entering the market.
Yeah, and then sometimes you get into bidding wars over houses, which I just refuse to pay over the asking price.
I agree with you.
Just on principle. I don't care how much I like the house.